Hi, I'm Rose, and I've had endometriosis since I was 12 years old. It's a long story. Get your seatbelts on. Okay, so I was diagnosed at 15 by emergency laparoscopic surgery. I say diagnosed because I had a very terrible doctor at the time. He was rude, he was sexist, he was very mean, and I don't think he actually knew what endometriosis was. But it's a military hospital, and I was an army brat, so I didn't have the luxury of choosing my doctor like most civilians do. So what happened was they cut me open, they find 2 spots and a whole bunch of fluid, a liter of fluid in my abdomen. But the 2 spots they found, when they cut them out, they just didn't take them to the lab. So he wrote indicative of endometriosis. Now, my entire life, my periods have been debilitating to the point that I usually can't take care of myself on my period. They're very heavy. My lightest recorded period in the last 8 years was 50 milliliters, and that was before measuring overnight pads. So a standard period measurement is 30 milliliters to 80 milliliters. A heavy period is diagnosed between 80 milliliters and 100 milliliters. Let me put it this way. On a regular period, when I've not been sick, when I'm hydrated, well fed, and taken care of, everything else is in sync. My period averages no less than 80 milliliters before factoring in overnight pads. So, with that strict numerical logic, I should have been helped a long time ago, but I wasn't, and I haven't been. I've been living with untreated endometriosis for 5 years now. That's how old my son is. Well, he's almost 6. He'll be 6 in May, so 5.5 years. My endometriosis has caused 3 miscarriages. And with the 1 successful pregnancy I did have, it caused preterm labor, 2 placental abruptions, hyperemesis gravidarum, early delivery, bleeding on the delivery table, and I actually was unconscious for part of the delivery because I bled too much. They had to revive me, and according to my doctor at the time, my cervix, which usually looks like a tight little donut or the tip of a penis, went from, that to not my vagina, my cervix. So my vulva still looks mostly like it did before I had a baby, but the inside of me is just wrecked. My periods are heavier than they ever have been in the past. For my endometriosis, I have taken Mirena, Depo-Provera, Yasmin, orthotricycline, a plain estrogen one. That was terrible. And a number of others. The Depo-Provera caused me to bleed continuously for 9.5 weeks. I had to be rushed to the emergency room for transfusion during that time. The Depo-Provera also made me suicidal, gain weight, and very bad things. The Mirena made me suicidal. It severely affected my breast milk supply, and my periods on the Mirena were almost as bad as the 9.5 weeks bleeding on fucking Depo-Provera shot. Why are these companies allowed to push these? I don't know. It's like they're actively trying to kill women. I have the Escher now, and it's bad. It's really, really bad. If you're struggling with birth control or endometriosis, I don't have any suggestions for you. Find someone that you can trust who can take care of you. I don't take pain meds at all for mine. I don't take anything for the nausea either. If I'm lucky, I have marijuana and I can get hella fucking stoned and lay in bed and my husband takes care of me. If I'm not lucky, he has to carry me to the bathroom. It's not a life I would wish on anybody, but I've made it happy. And I've normalized my pain, unfortunately. And it works for us. But if you have endometriosis and you're scared and alone, the road ahead is not easy. I've been told by doctors that I was making it up. I was told it's because I had too much sex. I was also told it's because I didn't have enough sex. I was told that endometriosis would be cured with pregnancy. But it almost killed me. And pregnancy actually made my endometriosis worse, both during pregnancy and now. I'm very lucky my son and I both survived the ordeal, but you know, if the doctor tells you you're crazy, or that it's not real, or that, you know, you should just suffer with these cramps that leave you bedridden, it's not normal, and it's not right. And I'm so sorry your doctor is a dickhole, and I hope to God they get fired and lose their medical license, because you should not be treating people if your bedside manner is that bad. But my point is, endometriosis is rough. It's isolating. It changes the way you operate in the world and your ability to have or keep a family. Endometriosis makes it very hard to make friends, because people who haven't experienced it, they just don't understand. It's very hard, but reach out. There's someone there. It took me years before ever even finding another woman who had endometriosis, and I still, to this day, have not found another woman who went through what I did, especially regarding pregnancy. I mean, I was isolated in the hospital, so it's not like I had a pregnancy buddy who was also pregnant at the same time. I was isolated in the hospital for my pregnancy. It was not a glowing journey. It was traumatic, and it's something that I'm still trying to heal both physically and emotionally from. But it's easier now because I have my son, and he is just a literal rainbow most days. Right now we're going through a rough phase, but I wouldn't be able to do any of this without my husband. I mean, he literally takes care of me. So I hate to think about what it would be like if I had never met my husband and I still lived with my parents. I would have nobody to take care of me still. So I got off lucky. There are people out there, though, who do care about you and will care about you. And if you ask for help, even if you don't get it the first time, keep asking and keep your head up and get creative. Sometimes we can only have a happy life by fighting through the pain and just doing what we can with it. But you don't have to suffer alone. Please don't. Anyways, yeah, so that's part of my life with endometriosis. The debilitating pain, the unmanageably heavy periods. There's more to it, but I don't know if I'm quite ready to go there yet, so thank you for watching, and be kind to women.